Hey everyone, my name is Larry Snow, and in this video we're going to be continuing with our focus on Facebook. And in this video we're going to be looking at how to create a friends list or a business list or any other type of list of your friends you'd like, and why that is important, how you can use it. So let's get started. Before we get started, I want to say that I took a look at my Facebook on my iPhone, and way down at the bottom under settings you can indeed update your preferences for your newsfeed. So I just wanted to get that out there. I think in the video I did a couple weeks ago talking about updating your newsfeed preferences, I said you can't do it on mobile, but you can, at least on the iPhone. I don't know about Android. So with that out of the way, let's get going on our friends lists. All right, we are over on Facebook.com on our desktop, and we're going to be going over to friends. So you'd scroll down the list on the left-hand side until you see friends. When you see friends, you hover over it and you click on more. Once you're on more, you can see that I have some friends lists already created. And if you notice, one's called Business and the other one's called ISDA, which is short for International Security Driver Association, which is my business entity. So you'll also see the pages and some businesses that I'm associated with, or we used to work for, in this case, Fidelity Investments. And also my job title. You can see friends. If I click on that, there's no post to show because there are no co-workers at Freelance. So Facebook tries to do a good job at providing you with lists that you might be interested in. So places that you've worked, places where you live, places where you went to school, all that type of thing. All of these are editable, or you can click over here and you can archive it, or you can add to favorites, which is what we talked about a couple weeks ago. And so they're there, but I don't really look at them. What I do is I create my own lists and I focus on those. All right. I do have one down here for family, and Facebook has created these as well based on the association that you put into your Facebook profile. All right, let's get going on creating a list. So you put in a list name. We'll call this, I don't know, we'll call it test just for the demonstration here. And it says members. Who would you like to add to this list? So you're gonna start typing names, and so I'm gonna type in people that I know don't have a problem of showing their name on here. Maybe I'll do Eileen, my good pal Eileen, and that'll be enough. So you get the idea. So you have to type them in. I have never done copy and paste. I don't know if that would work. But type them in, and as you type, Facebook says, oh, okay, it's this friend, or maybe it's this friend. And then you click on that name, and it'll load it up. Once you're done, you click Create. And here is your custom list. Now, you might be thinking, why am I going to go through all this trouble? Well, I use Twitter lists, and this is what I compare it to. Twitter lists kind of cuts down, well, it really cuts down on a lot of the overall news feed. You know, it's crazy. It goes like every 3 seconds, the news feed on Twitter is just pumping out tweet after tweet after tweet. The lists that you set up on Twitter control how you want to see your content. So the same thing you can do on Facebook. With these lists, you can kind of control the content. So, for instance, if I go over to my business, these are all the people, these are all my friends, that are associated with my business. So I can scroll down here and I can see what they're talking about versus having to find out what they're talking about through the news feed, which is controlled by Facebook. So this is why it's important. Also, when you're talking about lists, you can kind of separate how you want to communicate to certain groups, certain lists. So for my business list, I communicate differently than I would to the general population or my general friends. So how do I do this? Well, if I'm over on my profile and I want to go and say, what's on your mind? So I'll say testing. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I am that boring. And then you click the drop down button here. Let me scroll up a little bit. And instead of public or friends or only me, you click on more options and it says, oh, you've got some lists here. Would you like to use a list? And you say, yes, absolutely. So I will send it to test. And then I will click post. And even though it shows up on my newsfeed, no one else can see it. So it's showing up on my profile. No one else can see it except for those 2 people that are in that list, Eileen Smith and Tony Scotti. So that is the power of a friends list. So if you only want to communicate a certain thing to a certain group of your friends, this is the best way to do it. It's cut and dry. It's not hard. And the reward is that you have a focus group of people that you can communicate with. And I think that is awesome, especially on Facebook, where it's just getting more and more crowded every day. So that's it. That's a real quick video. And I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to be notified of upcoming videos, please click the subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. For more articles on Facebook, Twitter, social media, and security, go to larrysnow.me. That's my blog website, and I'll see you in the next video.